Most investors are still operating on 2021 rules. They think the 1,500 square meter cap is a hard limit. They think the 3-month vacancy rule is set in stone. They are wrong. The landscape has shifted. The government has removed the vacancy requirement. The floor space limits have changed. If you are underwriting deals based on old legislation, you are leaving equity on the table. Let's start with the biggest misconception: vacancy. Under the original Class MA legislation, a building had to be vacant for a continuous period of 3 months before you could apply. That rule was a bottleneck. It forced developers to hold empty assets, burning cash on rates and security. That rule is gone. The 2024 amendments removed the vacancy requirement. This means you can now exchange on a tenanted commercial building and submit your prior approval application immediately. This changes the cash flow model entirely. You can collect rent while you secure planning. The second major shift is the floor space cap. Originally, Class MA was limited to 1,500 square meters of cumulative floor space. Anything larger required full planning permission. That cap has been lifted. This opens up entire office blocks that were previously off limits to permitted development. However, no cap does not mean no rules. You still need to satisfy the prior approval conditions: transport, contamination, flood risk, noise, and natural light. If you fail one, you fail them all. This is where most amateur developers lose money. They buy deep office buildings, thinking they can maximize the net saleable area, only to find that the internal space is useless. If your building is too deep, you cannot get light to the core. You have two options. One, you create large, inefficient units that kill your price per square foot. Two, you cut light wells into the structure, which is expensive and complex. We underwrite based on effective daylight area, not gross internal area. Before we continue, quick apology for the interruption. But this is important. I use a tool called the Development Office Simulator to model every deal before I make an offer. It keeps me from overpaying. And it's the exact same model we teach inside the Academy, complete with full training. I've added a special download link below so you can grab it and start using it yourself. All right, back to the video. Why do we focus on Class MA? It's not because it's easy, it's because of the arbitrage. In many secondary towns, commercial values have flatlined at £100 to £150 per square foot. Residential values in those same postcodes are often £350 to £450 per square foot. That gap, the difference between commercial value and residential value, is your gross margin. Your job as a developer is to bridge that gap for less than the cost of construction. If you can convert for £150 per square foot, you lock in a £100 per square foot profit. That is the math. Everything else is noise. There is one final constraint you must respect. Article 4. Local authorities have the power to remove permitted development rights in specific areas to protect employment space. If a building is in an Article 4 zone, Class MA does not apply. You need full planning permission. Before you even view a property, check the local council's Article 4 map. If it's red, walk away unless you have a very specific full planning strategy. If this specific lesson on Class MA, the 2026 Commercial to Residential Framework, was useful to you, hit the like button. It tells me to teach more of this technical detail in future videos. We are currently assembling the next intake for the PCMA Elite Fractional Development Team. We are looking for people who want to master this system while we help them build their first commercial conversion. You learn the craft, we guarantee the execution. If you have the capital and the commitment, click the link below and book a mutual fit assessment.